The enormous bubbles of darkness quietly shape the structure of the entire universe and may one day determine its ultimate fate. Astronomers have already identified thousands of voids and supervoids, and new ones are still being discovered. No matter how large a galaxy cluster becomes, there always seems to be an even larger void nearby. So let's do something impossible. Let's leave Earth behind and fall straight into the heart of cosmic nothingness. You begin accelerating away from Earth, faster and faster. Soon the planet shrinks to a tiny blue speck. Our solar system disappears behind you. Now the entire Milky Way galaxy fills your view, a vast spiral containing around 200 billion stars, surrounded by dozens of smaller dwarf galaxies dancing in its gravity. Far ahead, about 2.5 million light years away, another giant approaches, the Andromeda Galaxy, racing toward us on a slow but inevitable collision course. You accelerate even more. Now you're moving millions of times faster than light, watching entire galaxies drift past like glowing islands in a dark ocean. You see the local group, a family of more than 50 galaxies bound together by gravity, rivers of gas, and invisible scaffolds of dark matter. This entire region is our cosmic neighborhood, about 10 million light years across, and realistically, no human will ever leave it. Soon, an even larger structure appears, the Virgo supercluster, a colossal wall of more than 2,000 galaxies stretching across roughly 100 million light years. It's breathtaking. But something else is waiting just beyond it, a boundary, the edge of something enormous. You're approaching the cosmic cliff. Beyond it lies true darkness, the local void, a gigantic empty bubble roughly 200 million light years wide. If it were glowing instead of completely dark, it would fill nearly half of the night sky as seen from Earth. Now you aim for the largest darkness you can find. You dive deeper into the void, deeper, deeper, until you arrive at the center of one of the strangest places ever discovered, the boötes supervoid, a cosmic desert nearly 300 million light years wide, a region so vast it should contain thousands of galaxies. But instead, there is almost nothing. You are surrounded by darkness so complete that it feels unnatural. No stars, no galaxies, no glowing clouds of gas, just endless blackness. There is no up or down, no movement, no reference point, nothing to confirm the universe even exists beyond this emptiness. It feels like being locked inside a cosmic prison. And the unsettling part? This isn't some rare corner of space. To human eyes, this is what most of the universe actually looks like: silent darkness, everywhere, forever. Yet, even here, something hides in the shadows. Thread like structures of dark matter extend into the void, like faint cosmic roots. Tiny echoes of the massive dark matter filaments that form the skeleton of the universe outside. And at the tips of those invisible threads, you occasionally see something flicker, small blue sparks in the darkness. These are void galaxies, rare, isolated galaxies drifting alone in the black, like lonely fireflies in an endless night. They are among the rarest galaxies we know, extremely distant from their neighbors, quiet, lonely, but strangely fascinating. For a long time, astronomers believed the universe was fairly uniform. They thought galaxies were scattered somewhat evenly across space. But once telescopes became powerful enough to look deeper, something unexpected appeared. Galaxies weren't randomly spread out. Instead, they formed a vast cosmic web, gigantic filaments and sheets of galaxies stretching across space, intersecting at dense clusters, while enormous empty gaps formed between them. Those gaps are the voids. The universe, it turns out, looks less like a fog of stars and more like a giant foam of cosmic bubbles. But this structure isn't frozen. It only seems that way because the distances involved are so mind bendingly large. In reality, galaxies are racing through space at millions of kilometers per hour. They orbit each other, they collide, they merge. Entire galaxy clusters slowly fall toward even larger clusters millions of light years away. Yet, something curious happens. Galaxies almost always stay near the edges of voids. They trace the rims of these cosmic bubbles like shimmering reflections on the surface of soap foam. And that raises an interesting question. If galaxies are moving around so much, why don't they simply drift into the voids? Why aren't these giant empty spaces filling up? The answer lies in gravity. Everything with mass attracts everything else. But inside a void, there is almost no mass at all. That means gravity from surrounding galaxy clusters pulls matter outward, away from the void. The emptier a void becomes, the stronger this outward tug effectively becomes. It's like a cosmic tug of war where one side barely exists. Over billions of years, this causes voids to become even emptier, while the surrounding walls of galaxies grow denser and brighter. The universe slowly exaggerates its own structure. Empty regions get emptier, crowded regions get more crowded. And if this process continues long enough, the largest voids may eventually dominate the cosmos. The cosmic web could dissolve, leaving behind a vast ocean of darkness, one enormous void, the loneliest place imaginable. For now, though, we are still here, back on our small planet, orbiting a quiet star, inside one ordinary galaxy, floating along the edge of a cosmic bubble. Thank you for traveling through the universe. And remember, the greatest mysteries often hide in the emptiest places.